Generally, I have a good idea of what it is we're doing before we go out and do it. So I have a general idea of what the possibilities are for structuring the story. But once I'm out in the field and once we start shooting, then I write out some sort of outline, structure, have some fluid but semi-permanent structure. And so then I make a list of all my elements, kind of like a scavenger hunt. So I'm on this scavenger hunt for pieces of the story, and I make a list of all these pieces that I have to get. I open my clothes, different interviews, what kind of video, what things we hope to get, what things we might get, what things might happen, stand-ups, all that kind of stuff. Go through the list, get the tape, bring it back to the station. I think, like I said in the seminar, just cut it up into pieces by logging it. So now I've got all these different pieces of video and sound, and I've got my outline, and it's kind of like this unsolved jigsaw puzzle. And then I slowly try to put these pieces together. And I take my sound bites and my sound, and I order them within a word processing program, and put them under headlines. Sound bites about trucks, sound bites about cars. And then I plug all those little modules into my outline. And then I start looking for connections between pieces of sound and pieces of video, looking for transitions. I probably already have an idea of what kinds of things I'm going to do, but I physically take those little pieces and put them together. And then I weed out the stuff that I don't want. Then I get serious about my track, and I write out my reported track if there is reported track. And hopefully then I have a workable script. I cut my own stuff, so I go into the edit bay. And by the time I've written the script, I generally know how it's going to go, but I'm always open when I'm in the edit bay to changes, because a lot of stuff, things on paper don't look quite the same in person. And cut the piece, and hopefully it all works.
When you say you make a list of elements, is that before you've actually collected them? And in effect, are you making a shopping list?
Oh, it's a shopping list, yeah. And sometimes I've already collected them, sometimes I haven't collected them. Because I forget to get the lettuce, or I forget to get the milk. So it helps me just to remember, oh yeah, we got to get that soundbite with that girl over there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how does it help you as a writer to be your own editor?
It helps a lot. It helps me, well, one, because I have definitive control over the product, and that's always kind of nice, because you might write it one way, and by the time it goes through the editing process, it comes out a different way. But it also helps me because as an editor, I know how the pieces should fit together, how the visual sequences should go. So I write to that, and I write in anticipation of that. So if I know the sequence is going to go from the car to the truck, I write it so it's going to go from the car to the truck and not from the truck to the car.